Hello,
Hello,
and
everybody.
to everybody. Welcome to our focus activity education. Uh, Today we are going to be talking about our school and using the past tense. So, my name is Joelle. I'm from London in the UK, and I teach in the Baraka School of my English school in Florence. Over to you.
Well, hi, I'm Jane, everybody, and I am a teacher in Florence. I'm originally from the United States, and I'm also at my English school in Via Baracca. So, welcome, everybody.
Okay, so please introduce yourself. Uh, Tell us what your name and where you're from, and we'd love to interact with you in this lesson. So if you want to leave a comment or write any answers to the questions, please write them in the chat. Okay.
Yay! Please,
So
we love it when you write things. It's fantastic for us.
yeah. And
So,
remember, when you write your answers, there is a 20 or 30-second delay. So when you write, we see your answers after 20 or 30 seconds. Okay?
that's right.
So let's start with the objectives. Jane.
Oh, yeah. Education. In this, excuse me, in this focused activity, simple past school experiences, there was and there were.
Perfect. Okay, we have our first student here,
Yay!
Pamela.
Oops.
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, and we have
Oh,
Pasquale.
Pasquale. Hi, Pasquale. I had you before.
Yeah, hi Pasquale, I remember you. Okay, so
Perfect. Thank you.
yeah, it's nice to see the same students again.
It is fantastic.
All right, so education. Ask these questions in pairs. Okay, so first question. Did
Hmm.
you like going to school when you were a child? Okay, so this tense,
Hmm.
nice to meet you.
Nice to
Um,
meet you, too, Carmela.
did you like? This is what tense is this with did?
Hmm.
Have the auxiliary?
I think it's past. I think it's past.
Yeah, past simple.
Hmm.
Because the usual question that we always ask each other is, do you like? Do you like football? Do you like pizza? Okay, but this is did. Did you like? Okay, so
Ah, Camila, nice. Yes, I did. Perfect answer.
so the
Okay.
usual answer with present simple is yes, I do. But the answer in past simple is yes, I did. Fantastic, Carmela. Really good. Paolo.
Nicely done. Hi, Paolo.
Hi, Paolo. Okay, so what about you, Pasquale and Paolo? Did you like going to school when you were a child? And you, Jane, did you like going to school when you were a child?
I have to be honest. I didn't like it very much when I was really young.
Mm,
Huh? I liked going to school when I was older. I loved university, for example.
okay.
But when I was a child, mm, not so
Hmm.
much.
Hmm.
Hmm. And you, Joelle, did you like going to school when you were a child?
Well, yes, I did when I was really little. But
And
then,
then what happened?
sorry.
And then what happened?
And then when I was a teenager,
Uh,
I didn't like going to school. And then
hmm.
when I got older, again, when I went to college, I liked going to college.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
depends
It's
on the
about the
school.
same. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
So Paolo's
Paulo. No, I didn't. Good.
okay.
Nominal forms.
A lot of people don't like school. Who knows why? Who knows?
I think there's a lot of social difficulty, and I think also it depends on the type of instruction, how rigid that instruction is, and if you fit into a certain model.
Yes.
And if you don't fit in that model, it's very hard for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I have two children, and my oldest child loves school. My youngest child doesn't like school. She hasn't even started school yet. She's still in nursery and she hates it. Can you imagine? I'm in for a tough
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I mean, all three of my children hated Italian school,
Yeah.
but they've been very successful. But I
Hmm.
mean, middle school was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Middle school. Oh,
Okay. So Carmel has answered the second question. Can you read the second question, Jane?
yeah. Where was your school?
Okay, so Carmela says, my school was in Milan near my home. Okay,
Yay,
fantastic.
nicely done, Carmela. Nice.
Pasquale or Paolo, where were your schools? And where was yours? Ah, okay. Pasquale says, it, not, not I didn't remember, but now I don't remember
Mhm.
because it was a long time ago. A
A
long
long time. Oh, hi, Marcello. Hello.
Hello. Hi, welcome. Okay,
Paolo, are you asking me, Paolo, how old are your children?
you may be asking both of us. So, how old are your children, Jane?
Well, let's see. My children are, all right, 23,
Hmm.
22, and 18.
Okay. And
My
my
children are older.
yeah,
Uh,
they're adults now. Yeah.
yeah, well, they behave like children, but anyway.
My children are 7 years old and 4 years old.
Oh
So they're
boy,
very,
they're so small.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we have Estefani from Genova. Hi, Estefani.
I love Liguria. I am
Yes.
half Liguria. My father is from Liguria. Okay. So, my
Ooh, Marcello. Mm.
where was your school? Where was your school, Jane? Number two.
My school was in Syracuse, New York.
Okay, perfect.
Hmm.
And my school was in West London. West London.
Mm.
Marcello says his school was in Palermo. Okay, so you're from
Yeah,
Sicily.
nice.
Okay.
Oh, we love Sicily. I love Palermo.
I haven't been, but I would like to go.
Oh, oh,
Estefani says
fantastic.
focaccia is the best. Yes,
Yes, yay,
I
yes,
agree.
focaccia and pesto. Let's be honest.
Okay. Pasquale
Oh,
says,
where's Scala? Pasquale, where's Scala?
isn't it in Sicily? No,
Is
Scala.
Scala in Sicily, Pasquale? No?
No, because Pasquale says he's from the Amalfi Coast, so it must be near Naples,
Oh, maybe. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It could be near Naples, definitely.
somewhere around there.
And
Okay.
then,
Stefani says my school was in Pegli. I know Pegli. It's on the coast, a little fraction.
yeah, a little fraction of Brenda, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Paolo also has daughters.
Oh, are 25 and 23 years old. My school, I think that's a pass. So we're going to want
Yeah.
to use the pass for that.
Yes. So
And okay, be careful the spelling. School
mhm.
was
And
in, and then capital letters, M-O-D, Modena.
Hmm, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, excellent. So, number
Thank you, Pastor.
3, what didn't you like about school? So, I think Carmela has already answered this. Carmela says, I didn't like maths lesson. Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. I didn't like math.
Wow, me neither. I was terrible in math. Terrible.
So be careful, Carmela, with I didn't. Okay, I is always with a capital I, right? You always
Mhm.
write it with a capital I, so big I, and didn't with an apostrophe. Okay, the abbreviation. All right. I see. Scala is a small village in Salerno. Okay, near Salerno. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Um,
Jane, where's the strange man? My son, because he was in the last lesson and he saw Leonardo pass. And I
okay.
said, he's upstairs. He's upstairs in his room.
No problem, Carmela. No problem. All right. So, Marcello says, when I went to school, I didn't like art lessons. Okay.
Really? You didn't like art? It was the one thing I did like.
Me neither. I liked art
I
lessons
loved art.
when I was really little. I didn't like art
Mhm.
lessons in secondary school.
Oh, I loved.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
So, what didn't you like about school, Jane?
Uh, I didn't like the social atmosphere.
Ah, okay. All right. So, not a lesson, not a particular
The
subject, school in general. Okay.
yeah, and I didn't like also I didn't like math and I didn't
Hmm.
like chemistry. And yeah, I mean, I went to a very big school. My school was like almost 2,000 students. So,
Wow. It's huge. Yeah. My school had 1,200 students, and they were all girls. Can you imagine?
did you go to a girls' school? Was it all girls, the school?
Yes.
Obviously.
It was a convent
But,
school.
oh, was
So
it?
I went to a convent school.
Okay, so
So
my question to you is, what didn't you like about your school, Joelle? Tell me.
I didn't like maths. Okay, same as somebody else. It was Carmela, I think maybe you said she didn't. Or
Yeah.
yeah, Carmela said she didn't like maths. I didn't like maths. I didn't like art and crafts, and I didn't like PE. PE. So PE is. Does anybody know what PE is? Students?
What's PE? What is PE?
Okay. Paolo says he liked history and chemistry.
Yeah, let's take a look at that because
Yeah.
let's go ahead
Mhm.
and change. What would we do to change that, Joelle?
Okay, because I'd like is polite language to say I want, I would like. So when you go to the cafe and you order a coffee, you say, "Excuse me, I'd like a coffee, please." So this is different. We say uh, the past simple
In the
of like,
past, right?
the past simple of
Mhm.
like. So the past simple is a regular verb. So
Yep.
we write liked with ed. Okay, I liked. Okay. Estefani says I liked going to school. Okay, so remember with like, we always use the ing form. Like,
Mhm.
verb, ing. Okay.
So we're gonna. Did anybody get the answer of what it means? P period E period or PE. So
Just like you.
it means
Yes.
physical.
Physical education.
Okay. So it was my favorite.
PE is physical education. I didn't like physical education.
Oh, you didn't? It was one of my favorite and my best subjects. I got the
Really?
highest grades in physical education. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Um, Pasquale says, I didn't like geography and art. Hmm, okay.
Hmm.
I didn't really like geography either. I chose geography as a subject because I thought we were going to be learning about countries and capital cities, and instead we were learning about the riverbeds and the type of earth that you find along a mountain like slope or something, and it was just so boring.
Right. Really?
Yeah, I imagine
Hmm.
geography to be learning about different countries and their capitals and, you know, statistics like
Hmm.
that. But it wasn't. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, Carmela says like me, Joel. Yes, I didn't like maths like you. So just so to remind you students that in American English and in British English we actually say this word differently.
We
So
do. Yes, we do.
in the UK we say maths with an S, and in the
With the
US
plural, we
it's just
say
math.
math. Yeah, math. I say math.
And I say maths, but they're both correct. Okay,
Hmm.
all right. So here we've looked at the question form in the past simple. Okay. So can anybody look at the example of the question form, and how do we form the past simple with um, past simple, not with to be, but with like. Okay.
Hmm. What do we use? What do we need to use if our main verb is not the verb to be? What do we need in order to make that question?
Yeah. So the past
Hmm?
simple of to be is was, and the plural form
Mm-hmm.
we have was, and we
I
have
think the plural form of was would be were. Yes,
yeah.
were.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we use was or were in past simple questions. Was he blah 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 blah. Oops, sorry, I'm not writing anything. Was he uh, or were you? My keyboard is not writing properly. Were you? Okay, and this is with to be. Okay,
Mm-hmm. That's with the verb to be.
with the other verbs like. Estefani says has. Has is used for
Mm,
the present perfect questions, not the past simple. So with past
okay, so
simple,
let's I have a great I have some information that could also help. When do we use the verb to be for questions? Well, we use it for age,
yeah,
location, profession, and adjectives.
yeah. So nouns,
So
adjectives. Yeah.
we use the verb
Mhm.
to
So
be, or adjectives, age,
and
location, and professions. Okay?
have the example with the presence with the infinitive verbs, for example, like, work, play, and we say, did you play? Did you like? Did you work? But if we use the verb to be, we then invert subject and verb. Were you or was it? And then we use an adjective for a noun. So were you tall? Adjective. Or were you a doctor? Noun. Okay. Yes, Carmela, this is correct. Did you plus the verb in the, not the present form, but the infinitive form. The infinitive. Okay? Very good. Okay. All right. Here we are. So the verb to be for questions when we talk about adjectives, age, location.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about
Okay.
that. Sorry about that, editor. Location.
Yeah. So nouns. Nouns. Okay. Great. Infinitive, Carmela. Perfect. Right. And the negative with the did is didn't. So you say, yes, I did. No, I didn't. All right, let's move on. Okay. Can you read this phrase, this caption, Jane?
Education. Ask these questions in pairs.
Sorry,
Number one.
the caption at the bottom. The caption at the bottom.
Oh, yes. The two best times of the year are Christmas morning and the end of school. I agree.
Me too. Do you agree that the best times of the year when you are at school are Christmas morning and the end of school?
Yeah, I think so.
I think for people who didn't like school, this is absolutely true. Because you don't go to school on Christmas morning or at the end of school. Carmela says, I agree. Oh, Pascal is asking, did you go to school on foot? On foot.
Or?
And we need a preposition.
What do we use for transportation? We use by.
Yeah.
So by bus, by car, by bike. Okay, only with walking we say on foot. On foot. Okay.
Yeah, it's an exception. So I went to school by bus. No, I went to school on foot when I went to primary school, and I went to school by bus to secondary school and college. What about you, Jane?
I went to school by bus in primary school, elementary school and primary school. I went to school by bus. High school, I went to school by car.
Okay, right. And Carmela says I went to school on foot. Fantastic. Great. All right. So here we have levels of school. We have kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, and university. So if students, you know the answers to these questions, please write them in the chat. Okay?
Yeah.
And while you are writing your answers,
we're going to answer some questions here. We've got, pull this one up here. So, let's answer that question.
Did you
play extra activities after school? Yes, I did. I played a lot of extra activities after school. I did gymnastics. I did other sports also after school. in high school especially.
Yeah.
And you, Joelle, did you
Um,
play extra activities after school?
no, I didn't. I was very lazy
Oh,
at school, and um, I did extra activities at the weekend, but not after school. So I
okay.
went rollerblading, which is like
Mm.
roller skating, but it's with the skates with all the wheels in a row. Rollerblading,
Mhm. Mhm.
and I went. Sometimes I went swimming,
Okay.
not after school. Okay, so any ideas for what A is? Letter A. What type of school do you think this is?
Hmm.
This girl is not particularly small. She's not very little. Um, I would say that this is
Right.
probably
I don't know.
high
What does that
school.
look
No,
like to you,
middle
John?
school.
I think it's middle school, maybe?
She looks like she's about, what, 13, 14?
Yeah, I think 13, 12, 13. So maybe that is middle school. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is, but
Yeah, great. Stefani says middle school.
mm-hmm.
Yes, very good. B, students, do you know the answer to B or to C or to D,
They're
please?
very small, these kids. I think they're very small.
They
No?
look like my kids.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah,
put A.
Pasquale. Yes, I think that's fine. Yeah.
Perfect, Pasquale. Kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
What about C? Oh, Stefani says kindergarten as well. Great. C,
See?
Marcello's high school. Fantastic. Be careful with the spelling,
Yeah. I think so.
Marcello. The spelling High. High.
Yep.
And the
High school. Yeah.
pronunciation. It's like when you say hi. This is the pronunciation. High school.
Yep.
Okay. D, Marcello Elementary School. Fantastic.
Yep. Yep. And E? Yeah, we're gonna say probably university
E,
for that
so
one.
difficult. It's the only one left.
The only one left is
University.
university.
Very good.
Hmm.
Jane, are there
Mhm.
any other words we can use for these types of school? Because I think it depends if you go to
Mhm.
school in the United States or if you go to
Yeah.
school Great Britain in the UK. Because I don't use
Well, you don't use high school?
no. Well, you can, but there's another name that we use. We have different types of school in the UK. So most of
These are yeah, these are American terms.
the American terms,
I
apart
think
from
you
university,
say primary, don't you, for elementary school? Don't you say primary school for elementary school?
yeah. Let's start with
Hmm?
the smallest one. So kindergarten. This is a U.S. word.
Yeah.
Kindergarten.
It's actually, I have to be honest with you, it's actually a German word that the Americans took.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a German word, but it's used in the U.S. This is what I wanted to
Hmm.
say. So in the U.S. they say kindergarten, which I always thought when I was younger was with a D, kindergarten, because this is how it
Hmm.
sounded
Yeah.
like when you
Yeah,
heard it.
exactly.
But in the UK, we say nursery. So I went to
Well, it's
when I was a child. I didn't go to
nursery
kindergarten.
school in the United States would be like la scuola materna or, no, wait, would be
Yeah,
asilo,
you mean Nido?
nursery school. Nido. For the in the United States,
Yeah,
nursery school is not kindergarten, it's
yeah.
before.
So in the UK, the Nido is creche or daycare.
Oh, the creche. Okay.
Yeah. So
Daycare.
we have
Okay.
different
All
levels.
right. Yeah, that's all right.
So elementary school. So U.S. We say elementary school, and in the UK we say primary school. Middle school. Because
We say middle school, and you say, I think, secondary. No, you say
yeah,
secondary? Middle school? Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But there is a difference because in the United States you have middle school and then high school. We don't. We just
Yeah.
secondary school. It's just one school, and it lasts.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
exactly. So in the US, you have middle and slash high school,
Hmm.
whereas in the UK, we have secondary school. Some secondary schools in the UK are also called high schools, but most of them
Hmm.
are called secondary schools. And then we can either go to college to finish
Okay, but
off.
let me just make one big difference between the Italian system and the American system is our high schools only have 4 years, not five, just four.
Okay,
So our students finish when they're 18 years
yeah,
old,
yeah.
most students.
Same here, same in the UK. And I think
Okay.
in the US, don't you call university college?
College and university really are the same things.
Yeah.
College is not a place that you go for and sleep. That we call college, you would say collegio, or what we say in the US is boarding school.
Oh, okay. So like
Okay?
Berkeley
They're,
College or
yeah,
like
they're universities. They're
so
universities.
it's like
College and university have the same meaning. Yeah.
whereas in England, college is the end of your high school, like the last 2 years of your high school. You can
Yeah.
choose to go
Yeah.
to college. It's not
Hmm.
university. And then
Okay.
university after 18 to go on to higher education. Okay, so this is another difference. So
Yeah.
our schools are pretty different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Question for our students. Which school
Oh,
was your favorite?
favorite. Oh,
Share with us which school was your favorite school.
yeah.
And in the meantime, we will answer the question too. So Jane, which school
Mhm.
was your favorite?
Mhm. My favorite was university. I loved university.
Ah, what did
I
you
adored
study?
it. I have a degree in art history.
Okay.
So,
Hence why you
but
came to Florence.
I was in Boston. I went to Boston University, and for me, it was just amazing. It was an
Also Boston.
amazing, yeah,
Boston is really amazing too.
amazing city. So
Great.
yeah, I really enjoyed my university years.
Hmm.
And you know, which school was your favorite?
My favorite school was probably either primary school. I have good memories of my primary school, or college. My college years as well. I went to college in Kingston, in South London, and I had so much fun. And the people, my teachers were great. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. Marcello says my favorite school was
Oh,
high school.
Marcello. High school, Marcello.
It's
Oh,
difficult though. High school in
nice.
Italy is really hard. Oh.
Oh, terrible. It's just,
Mm.
it's brutal.
Hmm.
You
All
know,
right.
my son is doing he's in his 5th year of the scientific high school in Italy. It's just terrible.
Scientific and the
So
classes
hard.
I think are the hardest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Camela's favorite was middle school. Nice.
Really, you went to middle school. Okay.
Yeah, I think I can imagine that middle school is probably quite fun. So it's not as brutal as high school.
Mm.
Yeah. My favorite school was high school. Okay, Estefani says high school.
Okay, check the
I hope
spelling
we're
a little bit on high.
yes. Be careful
There's
with
no
high.
T.
Yeah. And I hope we're pronouncing your name properly. Okay. Right. Moving on. Can you read, Jane? Oops. Sorry.
Okay, it says Match the subjects to the pictures. Math, science, history, geography, art, and music.
Hmm. Right.
Hmm.
Yes. If you have any ideas of the answers, please write them in the chat. What do you think A is?
Pasquale, I want to take a look at the form here a little bit. Pasquale wrote, my favorite is high school. Pasquale, you finished high school, right? If you finished high school, I'm going to ask you to use uh, the past. So, my favorite school was high school. Okay?
Okay, perfect. So we have Carmela A. Art. Very good. Ah, very good. Good, Pasquale. Excellent. Art. Excellent. Pasquale says that B is math. Excellent. Very good. Continue with your answers, students. C. Any ideas on C? Oh, I think some
Hmm.
soldiers. Ancient Roman soldiers. Ave Caesare.
Yes, ancient Rome. So what would that be? Huh?
Okay, Marcello says history. Excellent. Marcello, good job. D. We have
Ooh. Hmm. Did you like science? Did you like science, Joelle? Like chemistry and biology?
yeah, I really loved biology, and I wasn't too
Me
bad at
too.
physics, but I
Biology.
didn't like chemistry.
Chemistry was so hard. I thought chemistry was really hard.
I hated having to learn the periodic table. It was so difficult. Um,
You learned the
E.
whole periodic table? Wow.
Well, we had to, but like I forgot it. Like the day after the exam, it was just gone. All right.
Useless.
Um,
Useless, right?
yeah. Music. E. Thank you. Pasquale. Good. And Marcello. And F. Geography. Marcello. Excellent. Very
Geography,
good.
there you go.
Can you think of any other subjects from school? So,
Oh, yeah.
well,
Mm.
I studied English, but not as a second language. English was like literature or the English language.
Literature, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
literature. Hmm. Absolutely.
So, what about you?
And then what else? Health. We had health class. We had to take it.
Health?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't
You
know what
had to
that
take
is.
it.
We don't know what that
Yeah.
is. I don't know what it is.
Well, you just had to learn a lot about like your particular your body and like
So it's not biology.
it was, no, it was just health class. You
Okay, we
know.
didn't have that. We didn't have that. We had gym. Good,
Oh,
Carmen.
there was also home
Excellent.
economics. Home economics. Can you imagine?
Oh God, home economics. I hated it. Religion. Good.
So silly.
Drama. We had drama as
Yeah,
well.
drama. Hmm.
Home economics, technology. We had technology as well. Uh,
I when I went to school, can you believe this? There was a class on typing.
oh wow. Stenography.
I know,
Like, yeah.
but you had to learn it blind. So that's why I don't have to look at the keyboard because yeah,
What
the keyboard. There was nothing written on the keyboard, so you had to learn where the position of the
the letters were. Yeah, excellent.
yeah
Okay,
funny.
so
Jim,
number one, Jane.
what was your favorite subject? Oh, I think my favorite subject was art. Joelle, what
Okay,
was your favorite subject?
my favorite subject was English,
Hmm. Joelle,
but
what
but not
was your
really lit.
least favorite? Was English lit or no?
it wasn't English lit. I preferred English language, so writing essays or creating stories.
Ah, nice. Creative writing, maybe.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite subject?
My least favorite subject was maths, without a doubt. And then maybe technology. Yeah, home economics, technology. And yours? What was your least favorite?
My least favorite subject was math. Yeah, I think I was
Yeah,
terrible at it.
me too. Me too. Carmela says
I was,
she also had technical application at school. Wow. All right.
yeah, but Carmela, you're young, aren't you? I think she's probably very young,
Yeah, probably. And
and that's probably what,
that's probably why she has it. Yeah. So, students, if you want
you
to
know.
ask questions what your favorite subjects or least favorite subjects were, please feel free to write them. Who was your favorite teacher, Jane?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. Was that terrible?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
can.
remember the name of your favorite teacher?
I do. He was my English teacher, and his name was Mr. Myes.
Really, in high school?
In high school, yeah, I remember. Pasquale says my favorite
No.
subjects were history and math. Okay, very good. But remember, we have two subjects. So my favorite subject, the plural, subjects.
Yeah,
History and math.
subjects, good.
Um, okay, Estefani says she studied French. Good. Was that your favorite subject? Marcello, maths, was that your favorite or least favorite? Okay.
Yeah, you have to specify there.
Yeah. All right. Um, yeah, so he was my English teacher. Okay. Do you remember, like, who? You might not remember the name, Jane, but do you remember what teacher, like, which subject your favorite teacher taught?
Actually, I have to say, there was an English class that I really liked in high school. But I have to be honest for you, the university courses that I took were amazing. So, all of my favorite teachers and favorite subjects were really in university,
Okay. All right.
not
Perfect.
not in high school.
All right. Pasquale says my least favorites were geography and philosophy. Great. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And I like the way that you're spelling favorite as well because you are writing it the American way.
Hmm.
Pasquale.
Yeah.
Pasquale has got favorite, Favor, and sorry, we have this is Pasquale, and then we have Carmela who's written
Yeah.
it the British way,
Yeah.
Favor. So they are both correct. One
Yeah.
is American and one
Both
is.
correct. Mm.
All right. Let's move on. Okay. Was and were. What was your favorite teacher like?
Oh.
Um, so when we have
Oh.
to be and like in the same question, it's not the verb like, but it's the verb. It means to describe. Okay, so describe what
Yeah.
it is. What was your favorite teacher like? So my favorite teacher was got to be with an adjective. So describe
Yeah.
personality. My favorite teacher was charismatic. Okay.
Yeah. Intelligent.
Yeah.
Kind.
Um,
Hmm.
Number two, Jane. What were your friends like?
Oh, what were my friends like? My friends were funny. My friends were happy
Okay.
and um, hmm,
Okay.
yeah,
Brilliant.
funny and happy, definitely. Hmm.
Again,
And
students.
Joelle, what were your friends like?
My friends were, yeah, funny and um, what am I going to describe them? They were funny and
Excuse me,
funny.
Paolo. No, I have to laugh. Okay, so Paolo. I
Typical
started.
Italian. Typical Italian.
What about Paolo? You must have been, I can't seem to get it up. Can you pull it up, Joelle? I don't know why it's
Yep.
not pulling up for
Yeah,
me.
it's done. You've done it. Very, very beautiful. Your math teacher. Great.
I remember, very, very beautiful. Your math, and Paolo, you loved math, right? Math
Yeah.
was your favorite subject because your math teacher was very, very beautiful.
Great. Oh, Pasquale says his favorite was the Italian teacher. Italian teacher
Yeah,
without the
Italian teacher,
apostrophe S.
apostrophe S.
Um,
Yeah.
how many students were there in your class, Jane?
High school, there were maybe 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
There were
20
more.
students. How many students were there in your class? Well,
In mine, there were 32.
ooh,
Yeah.
wow. But you have to remember, in the United States, we change classes. So
Right, yeah.
it depends on the class.
Yeah.
Where, you know,
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Carmela says that her teacher was very patient. Nice. Great. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Can you ask me number
Fantastic.
4, Jane?
What were you like as a student, Joelle? What were you like as a student?
Okay, so remember, students, this is always to be and like, so it always means describe. I was, um, I was well behaved. I
Mhm.
was um, talkative, chatty with my friends, but well behaved. And I was quite studious, just quite, not very studious.
Hmm.
And you?
Well, in high school, I was distracted
Okay.
and chatty. In
Yeah.
university, I was very studious.
Okay.
Very studious. Yeah.
Marcello says that in his
Mm-mm-mm.
class there were 25 students. Okay, be careful with the plurals, guys. Students. And 20 is with a Y. 20 spelling.
Yep, Marcello corrected that. So very good, Marcello.
Oh, great. There, yes. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. And then Carmela says there were about 20 students in her class. Okay. Estefani says
He
16.
remembers. Good.
That's very few.
Hmm.
16 students.
Yeah.
And what were
Hmm.
you good at, Jane?
In high school,
Yeah.
I was very good at art. In high
Okay.
school, I was very good at art and drawing and yeah. In university, I was very good at I was very good at art history and history.
Okay. Good, good. I was very good at Italian and English languages. I've always had a knack. Also
Different
French.
languages. Very good.
I was very good at
Huh?
French.
Also Spanish, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, French.
Any
So,
students what are you good at? And final question: how was your school, Jane?
um, my school was big,
Hmm.
and there were many students. Yeah.
Okay.
How was
My
your school?
my school was very big, very old, but well kept. It was a nice school
Hmm.
and very green. There was a lot of like parkland around the school. Very green.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too, actually.
nice.
I have to be honest with you, there were a lot of facilities at my school. There was an auditorium, there were different gyms, there were
Yeah,
there was a huge lunchroom. I mean, it was a huge, uh, massive structure.
yeah, mine too. All right, let's go over what we've seen today. So today we looked at the simple past. mainly the verb to be. So the past form of the verb to be is was or were. Okay. But we also looked at using the past simple with other verbs, not to be. So we use did instead of do. Not do, but did. Um, we looked at different subjects. Jane, what were the subjects that we saw today?
Oh, we said math, geography, history, physical education, science, what else? Art, music.
And the
Those are some of
different
the
schools?
subjects that we looked at.
Sorry?
Hmm? Yeah.
Sorry, I
I
didn't
didn't
mean to.
understand you. Different school.
Yeah, the different schools were elementary, middle school, high school, university, and kindergarten. And to answer your question, Paolo Matteucci, uh, at high school there were 28 students. There were.
There
Okay,
were. Uh-huh.
great. Thank you for joining us,
Okay.
and I
Thank
hope
you
to see
all
you
so much. Take care.
in our
Stay safe.
webinar. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.